Listen, man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what? To absolutely no one. The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
All right, we live.
Wait.
Yikes! We went back in time. It's 2:09.
Yeah, the reason why I don't like the Lamborghini, what is that? The reason why I don't like the Lamborghini Urus is because if you look at the Q8 is exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same spec.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, were you talking about the Audi? I thought you were talking about the country.
Okay.
Wait,
Tell
what?
me you could wait on the rack. Like,
I'm saying an Audi Q8, but he thought I'm talking about Q8, the country.
Oh,
You know what? Okay.
she told me she could wait on the rack.
I hear you on that one. But then, yeah, like if you look at the Audi Q8, and it's exactly the same car. The only difference is one is Lamborghini and one.
Doesn't Audi own Lambo though?
What?
Yeah. I think so.
Was it Volkswagen who own
Yes.
Lambo?
Yeah.
Am I getting
That's
that?
ridiculous.
Yeah, Volkswagen.
Well, what business do they have?
But basically, no, because they can't. Lamborghini cannot make a 4x4, so they requested for the parts and stuff like that.
That is
The
crazy.
shape, but then they design the exterior and the interior, and then that's it.
See, I don't really be liking Lamborghinis other than the Urus. I think they're pretty gross. I mean, the Gallardo, sir, has a special place in my heart, but that's only because of that particular line. Other than that, I don't think I'm really rocking with them.
Oh, fair enough. No, I think Lambos are hard.
Here
Should we make a start?
we shall. Episode 209. Made In Chafford podcast. You know the deal. It's two Dems. The real is back. The real is back.
Come on.
If you don't know by now, you should do your Googles. It's very straightforward, but what can I say? I have to tell you guys every week. I am Himmy Neutron
He's
in the
him.
flesh. And the best member of the Dark Skin Society, DK Dancing. Watch your back.
Cole Sanusi, Don Collier in the building, the one and only. AKA LL Coolins. AKA C-Note. AKA Hollywood Cole, man.
Yes, sir.
We here. Coming for your left ear, your right ear, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers, you name it, we there. Episode 209.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Fun fact: these headphones don't work.
Oh,
Both of them.
so that whole side is just collapsed.
Yeah.
I think the mic is kind of screwed as well. Every time you move it, your sound drops in and out. So, yeah, you might want to
Be careful.
take
with
your
it.
hands off the mic. Pause.
That's crazy. It's Eman G45, the G solid in my name, the 45 is silent. It's going to get your way. It's very nice to be on the visuals today.
He's back.
Sorted out the problems and issues.
He is actually. God.
What a time.
I'm always here. I'm always present. If I'm not there, I'm there in spirit.
Facts.
Yeah. Genghis Chibogwe,
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
10-4 at Eames, the Prince of the East, Black Mamba Dove, Chi I Am.
Yeah.
Shouts to God. He's the greatest. Better than
Indeed.
your God.
He,
It's facts.
He?
He.
they.
He.
Hey, it's God Day.
Nah. Is he?
Why can't he be
established
she?
that. Nah, man. That's long for man.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not no, God is he. He says it too many times in the Bible, is he. And then some people out here saying that God is they, them.
God's got pronouns.
No, they'll find out.
Hey, listen.
but Vince Staples said something really interesting on the whole idea of God and that what does he look like? And he said it's our ego that he has to look and be something like us, that looks like us. He's probably nothing. He's just
an entity.
Yeah, the universe. It's a being, but I don't think he looks like you or me. That's just too arrogant. He might present himself in a way that is.
In the Bible, it says, "Let us make man in our image." So, what are we talking about?
Pastor Eman got me there. I can't even lie.
He's him.
Yeah, he's actually him. And then he made Adam. So you know what? Shut the fuck up. I was chatting worse.
What's on?
Wow, that was it. Spud. That was an Man did his research. Go do your research.
What's on the menu today?
But you know what? I could, if we were to explore that sort of concept, I can understand where it's coming from. Like we as humans, like think about it. Like we as humans, we can't fathom like what God would look like in His.
I think you'd die in His presence. That's why
in this realm,
Angel Gabriel had to present himself as human to Mary, because if the description of the angels is terrifying, if we actually saw them, I'd be like, "Yo, get the fuck out! I don't need your help."
Get me out of here.
You'll be scared.
100%. What's it? A spinning wheel with 1,000 eyes?
Yeah.
What even is that?
Yeah.
I'm not involved.
Yeah. It's really like the actual size of that being is mad.
Yeah.
And then even like the it's not seraphim, it's the cherubim. The cherubim itself, 4 different faces, like 4 different heads on one being.
Yeah, that's nasty
like
work.
A face of a human head, a lion head, a bear head. Sorry, a lion head, an eagle head. Yeah.
Yo.
4 wings.
Yeah, it's a no for
eyes
me,
on the
dog.
wings.
God was on Star-Lord time. I'm gonna do some weird shit.
I'm gonna do some weird shit.
Eyes on the wings. Massive long sword. Pause.
Nah, come on, man. I'm not.
You draw for the team.
It's a long day.
Silly.
All right, Made In Chafford podcast episode 209. Let's get into it. First thing on the docket or on the menu. I like that.
On the
Russell
menu.
Brand. I think that's the only place to start. I didn't really want to discuss it, but I was like, that's what we do when we come up here. We discuss what's going on in the world, and I think that is probably the biggest news story of the week, maybe even of this particular quarter. So, yeah.
Well, it's the last part of the quarter.
I think it's the biggest news story of that quarter then.
Because people get confused with September. They say that this is the last quarter, but bro, it's not.
It's the end of the third quarter,
Yeah.
in theory.
And
mathematically.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
agreed.
you know, continue.
So, yeah, I think we had to discuss it. Where you guys at with it?
It's one of them things where I've not really done my
Due diligence.
I'm not really tapped in, but from what I understand and from what people have told me, so
It's the Matrix.
there's 2 sides you can look at it, right? So there's one side whereby it's kind of surface level. So I say surface level, but what the facts are that he's allegedly done sexual assault, rape, etc., over the past 10, 15 years. Loads of people have come forward. They've been hushed by the BBC, hushed by different organizations, and now it's all come to light, which has spawned new allegations against him. But he tried to get ahead of it by putting out a statement, essentially online, claiming that he's always been promiscuous, but he's never committed any kind of sexual assault or rape.
And to him, all those instances were consensual.
Yeah, but then there's a flip side of it. My boy was telling me that the timing of it is a bit strange because he's involved with Joe Rogan or something like that.
Not in that.
I can't remember what it was.
No, so
and essentially they want to try to get ahead of, because he's outing all these organizations, he's outing all these conspiracies that people are aware of, and now allegedly it's a system trying to keep him hush.
So he's taken.
But I'm not aware of anything he says.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I'm not really into
I hear
that
it. So
kind of
he's
Russell
taken
Brand universe.
Yeah, he's taken the red pill, and he's gone down that sort of line of they're all
anti-establishment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the theory or the thinking behind, because he wasn't ever like that. I'd say he was quite centrist in the stuff he was putting out, as in he was saying good stuff, bad stuff about the left, and he was saying bad stuff about the right. But he seemed to recently have gone down a particular line of going more in line with thinking that you would think is right wing led. Now the idea behind that is, and what they've said is, that's been done in an effort to protect him almost, because that side of the fence thinks, if they come out they're out to get you, they're trying to ruin your movement, they're trying to stop whatever it is you're doing. So that's their thinking, and he's basically gone down this path in order to protect himself.
Right.
Because now people will be on side and they won't even hear what these claims are. They'll just say, look, it's them trying to tear someone down who's trying to speak out against these establishments, which to a certain extent may be true. They may be trying to tear him down. But my thing is, what can I do?
Did you know that is Gray's most famous person?
It is Gray's most famous person. Easily.
So
It's not even close.
shout outs to Gray's, you know.
I don't know if you want to shout out on this particular...
Gray's, I could shout to Gray's.
Okay, yeah, I hear it.
Russell Brand,
Might need to sit down. He's gonna have to.
All I can say about the situation is that Russell Brand has been very anti-establishment. I would call it, in its actual term, woke. He's been very woke since, I don't know when it happened, but I know it's been happening for a couple of years before podcasts were even. I think he was the first one I knew about having a podcast. Before, like when it was like Apple iPods.
Yeah.
We all know the timing in terms of when iPod is, but from that point he's been speaking about corporations, as you said, the left, the right, what's wrong, what's right, this and that. He's been very outspoken about things, but then all of a sudden he does go off and then say, you know what? He starts speaking about certain different industrial complexes in terms of just the various places around the world and this and that, and he's saying how this is absolutely wrong. We the people should stand up, red to head, this and that. Now all of a sudden, two things can be true.
100%.
Which means he is speaking facts. He is telling the world what is wrong with it, and he's trying to inform people. At the same time, he could have done a madness back in the day. He might be reformed. We don't know. But all I know is that all these allegations have popped up recently. Yeah. And it's like... They're throwing the big punches.
For
the heavy
real.
hitting bag.
They're trying to get him out of here. And...
Clean.
Look, I'm of the opinion that he did it. Like, obviously, we've been through this enough times now, and it's something that's a recurring theme whereby innocent until proven guilty. So more will come out. There's no doubt about that. And you know what was done in the dark will come to the light. So we'll have a clear picture. I think the reason I'm so sure is because Channel 4 couldn't have released their dispatches on him otherwise without having all the facts. So basically, Channel 4's research is watertight, like, because they know that if anything's not even up to scratch, he's a very powerful man. He can go out and sue, and he'd probably be successful if there's even a chink in their armor. So they're not gonna do an investigation where there is any fault in it, basically.
Oh, okay.
So the British media now has to be up to a certain standard, because they tried to do that to Cliff Richard. It came out that Cliff Richard wasn't doing anything inappropriate, was found not guilty. He was able to then sue the BBC for 2 million. So now all of these organisations are like, yeah, if we're going to report on shit, it has to be, especially of this ilk, it has to be to the highest standard. But I guess my thing now is...
Oh, so we're just kind of for he say, she say?
What, on this particular occasion?
Right now?
No. Like, their investigation will be tip top to the point.
Oh, I see.
So, and people are like, okay, well, why didn't they go to the feds? Well, what tends to happen after investigations like this is the feds will now do an inquiry because, because their evidence is so strong. So you see this happen all the time.
Yeah.
So, for example, happened with Harvey Weinstein. There was an expose done on him. The feds then got involved. That's how they were able to bring him down. And then same with all of these sort of cases. So that's what we're seeing happen now. So I'm sure there'll be a criminal investigation due to this. But my thing is with this stuff now is like, what am I like? I can't do anything. I don't know why giving the public this information what it really does.
Because if I have the money, if I'm involved in a industrial complex, so it could be the military industrial complex, pharmaceutical industrial complex. I don't know if are there any. the food industry itself,
Mm.
I can turn around and pay a big bag for you to just keep quiet, or to just not allow the story to run. If
Okay.
you via sponsorships, payola, whatever it is, I have to do to make sure that story doesn't get out. Cool. So if he's making too much noise and he has too much power as an individual, because from the pandemic, the guy's been popping up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Now he's just popping up on TikTok and everything. You just see his face everywhere now. So if I just turn around and say, okay, cool, I want to keep my man silent. What do I actually have on him to make sure that this
He's
situation
actually,
is silent? Then, anyone can do that.
I hear that, but it's more from the perspective of.
But that's just me saying whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's concrete, but I mean, there are powers that do that, but
Maybe it's just a warning.
That is a horrid warning. They got his ass.
No, not as in like a warning to like anybody who is of that ilk and who thinks they can come
Yeah,
out
that
again.
they-
Basically what you're saying. Like if
Yeah.
you think you can come out and start saying A, B, C, D, we have a file with your name on it in our
Yeah, okay.
in our cabinet and we will use it. Do you know what I mean?
It's probably not so much for us because now what they've done is, but it's interesting because he's been backed by certain people, like Elon Musk has come out, and I think he'll probably use Twitter as a place where he can, share his views on this. But the way they got him up out of here, they just said he can't monetize his YouTube channel anymore, which I don't necessarily agree with until he's been proven guilty. I do believe that he's done this shit, but
but then again, you're harboring. That's why they just stop. They just turn around and say, "No, I'm not going to do it," because otherwise, I'm enabling somebody who was a predator or probably still is a predator.
Yeah,
So
I hear.
that's why they stop.
But just to shut my man's YouTube channel down after, I think if he is guilty, he deserves for that. Take it all down.
if he's innocent,
But that's it. Like,
sue everybody. Make sure I get the back. But then you have your watertight contract with YouTube, where it's like, if we deem this and that, because we deemed it. we
yeah,
can't do
true.
nothing.
That's what happened to Fresh and Fit recently. Them man can't monetize
Nah,
at the
them
moment.
man are just no. Them man, they needed to go.
100, I agree with you. But
They
like,
needed to go.
the way they're going out.
Their content.
Hey, listen, we're celebrating, but
their
it's sad.
content was cool for a hot sec, and sometimes it's great to learn different perspectives. Then you have to figure out what is really useful for your life and what is just complete garbage and trash. That's when I said, nah, these men are just trash.
Yeah. And do you know what the thing is with them, man? I don't even think they believe half the stuff they be saying. Like, I think that they just know what to say for clicks and that. But at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Like, just, you dismantled your whole brand. They can't get bread now. It's fucking ridiculous.
No, they can.
Well, I guess they'd have to go through their selves, or they have to do it
Do
themselves.
like a Patreon or something. Like
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
don't know.
That's
But
the
being
only
a
way-
Patreon for that show's gross.
No, they
Yeah,
have to go
100%.
through Rumble, which is like another platform.
See,
And
whenever
it's- and
someone
it's-
says they're going
it's-
to Rumble, that's nasty work. Automatically.
The fact that's called a Rumble is crazy.
I just know off rip, like, the sort of person you are, because that's where Russell Brand saying his content's going to live now, on Rumble. But I'm like, brother, man, the people that you're on there with.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. What can I post on Facebook what can I post on Twitter that I can't post on Facebook? There's so much OnlyFans content on Twitter now. X. No pun intended. And so, I mean, whatever social media platform works for me, I'm gonna use.
Yeah, no,
But then it's like, if you get X'd out by the big four, then move, innit?
I hear what you're saying, but it's nasty because it's more like
Oh,
the
yeah, I'm popping a Rumble.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
company that you
yeah,
keep.
yeah.
It's the man them that are on there. Because you already know what time it is or what sort of stuff they're preaching.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to mix with them. Like, listen, wrap it up.
Rep that shit it.
But how?
Nah, you gotta wrap it up.
That. Listen.
I don't know what you're thinking, bro.
Okay. But I guess it'll be.
Let's see how it unfolds.
That's it. That's all we can do.
I'm not really invested. I mean, if there's anybody that's actually been hurt by him,
Oh,
obviously, prayers and I just hope people can heal.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, like I'm not really. I'll be honest. I'm not invested enough to kind of know where it's gonna go. Like if he's guilty, then yeah, throw the man under the jail.
100%.
But I kind of agree with Eman. There might be a bit of truth to both sides. So let's see what happens, man.
Yes, let's see how it unfolds. Okay, next topic. On something different. We'll now be discussing. There was a lot of new music that dropped this weekend.
New music Friday.
And that's probably the most new music I've seen drop on a Friday in a while.
This year, probably.
Yeah, which is good. It was beautiful.
Where should we start? Should we start with Headie 1 and K Trap?
Yes. I don't know. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I 100%. This is after one listen, so I think I could go back and I'll probably get some more from it. But I feel like the single they dropped, was it Park and Chino? Was it
Park and Wow or something like that?
Yeah. Good song. That was a really good way to start the album. I just feel like I can see if someone enjoyed it, that's fine. It makes sense. And do you know what they got in and they got out as well? Because it wasn't long. I think it's about 30 minutes, which is perfect. I just feel with that particular tape, it just got repetitive quite quickly. And I just felt like if you'd heard Park Chinois, you'd heard the whole album. Like there was nothing else happened.
G17s,
G70, GLE,
and
Guns and Waps, and they're cool. And do you know what I will say? Like, it's a shame because if those songs had come out individually, like been singles that had been dropped over a period of time, I think I would have embraced it more. But because I just had to sit through 10 songs which all feel and sound the same, it was like, by the end I was like, yeah, you've not even tried anything different. This is all stuff that you guys would do individually. If you're gonna come together, you should at least experiment a little bit. It just felt very same.
So I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I liked the fact that they were just kind of getting their ish off, and they kind of just stuck to what they're both kind of good at.
Yeah.
And I quite liked K Trap on there. I thought he was actually he impressed me more than I thought he would. I easily thought Headie would just do more on there. But I don't know. K Trap had a couple of good bars on there.
Yeah,
Good quotables. My issue with the tape though, and it kind of ties into what you just said, but mostly with Trap, like I feel like he's a bit like the issue with Trap is he's quite one-noted.
Yeah.
And when he's spitting on the track, unless he's with somebody else that can bring it out of him, that's distinguishedly different. You're only really gonna get the same thing. That's why his songs sound very similar.
Yeah.
So if you compare it to the tape he put out with Blade Brown, I felt like that was probably a better tape because Blade is quite different to Trap, whereas Trap and Headie, in some respect, Headie's actually more versatile than Trap.
100%,
way more versatile than Trap. But they decided to make a project that was basically like a K-Trap project. It's like, you know when Drake and Future made What Time to Be Alive? That was a Future project.
Yeah.
K-Trap and Headie One made a K-Trap project, basically. Yeah. And the problem with, in my opinion, with K-Trap projects in the past is I never gravitate towards them because he's not versatile enough.
No, it's all very one note.
I would have hoped they'd made a Headie. It would have been way better if they'd made a Headie One project together because Headie One's projects are way more versatile.
And the flows and the pockets they weren't getting into anything different. I was even surprised. Headie's got some really good flows there. I don't understand why he didn't branch out into some other stuff. It was just very much the same, and that was disappointing from him because I at least thought he'd bring the versatility, and it just never happened.
I think it's hard when you on a project with somebody who's quite one-noted, and the problem with it's a problem with Trap, man. I don't know. I think that'll probably be the reason why I will never really love his music because he does have some good quotables from time to time, but I just feel like you can't really do much with that kind of delivery all the time. It's only going to be the same thing over the same type of beat, and you get bangers like Warm where it absolutely rings off, and there was the other song that was on that like that time frame where it rings off. But if you hear that same song over and over and over again, it kind of loses its effect. So I agree with you.
I think he just needs to be careful because you don't want to end up being that artist whereby it's a case of if you heard one song by them, you've heard it all. And he's entering into that sort of territory So I think it's just something for him to be mindful of. And again, a lot of the singles on there are good. Like even Triple Threat with Clavish was good. It was just at that point in the album, you'd heard it all, and they weren't doing anything different on that said song. So it was just, and I think Triple Threat is about halfway through. So if I'm already feeling that halfway through the album, it's like, why am I gonna stick around and finish this? You know?
Yeah, fair enough, man. Have you listened to it, Eman?
Yeah, I have listened to it, and
What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it.
Mm.
2 listens, I've enjoyed it, and as Demi said, it's very much the same exact thing. I do like the song Apple Pay.
Yeah, double tapping. That was good.
Yeah. Catfish. You know what? I do like it. I like it, but you know, when you hear the exact same thing, it's just like, okay, this is repetitive.
100%.
But it's 30 minutes. It's a small body of work. But you know, I would say it's something that you listen to, cool, then you come back and you listen to it again. You be like, cool. I can pick and choose what songs I like. But collectively, I think it's a cool album.
I think I can appreciate that. I did put.
Is it great? Nah, but it's a cool album. It's a cool album. I like it.
I think I was expecting maybe a bit more, and that's probably where I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I just feel like for how hype it had a lot of hype behind it, I feel they could have done something a bit more. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But we'll see what comes of it. And if any of the singles end up ringing off, I can see Parch and Noir becoming quite big. So we'll see what happens after that. And then Doja Cat also released. What did you think?
I thought it was alright, man. Like I
didn't listen to it.
I thought it was alright. And mind you, my expectations were kind of like low because I felt like the singles were a bit all over the place. But yeah, I've listened to it twice, and what I can say is that I think Doja Cat is good at rapping, but what I will say is I think with her, this whole thing was kind of unnecessary. If she didn't like kind of lean into everyone saying, oh, we want a rap project from you, and oh, like you rapped before, you're doing all this pop stuff, let's like do a rap album. I think I'd appreciate this project more because Doja Cat doesn't need to give us a project where she's given us 32 bars every like 10 songs. I don't need that from Doja Cat. I know she can do it. So the reason why I say that is there's some songs on the project where the last single she put out, sorry, I forgot what it's called. It's the one where it's like taking candy from a baby, that one, right? I just felt like it sounded forced.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound natural to her. Like you hear, and I put her in the same kind of category as like Tyler, in the sense where Tyler can rap, but he's just mad weird, innit? Doja is mad weird. And I like it when she's just weird because that's who she is. When she's now trying to do Benny the Butcher, it just doesn't sound right.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? It sounds so unnatural. It sounds forced.
Did she really try and do that?
There's 1 or 2 songs in there where she tries to rap, and it doesn't. She's not talking about anything. It just sounds. It sounds like when Jack Harlow's trying to rap, and you're like, you sound good, but you're not saying anything.
There's nothing there.
Whereas the songs where she is rapping, but she's just kind of in her weird kind of odd bag where you can do that, the Nicki Minaj / Tyler the Creator / I'm a Weirdo thing. It works really, really well. And there's a song on there where she's not rapping at all, which I think is the best song on there. So I just think if she had just kind of kept quiet, let that criticism go to the side, and if she made another project whereby she's still doing her pop elements, which she's arguably better at, and still 100%. Doing her rap stuff, which she is good at, then I think all of this would have just kind of blown over. Because Paint the Town Red went to number 1.
Yeah.
Clearly you're good at what you do.
It worked.
You don't need to lean into all the controversy. You don't need to be somebody who you're not. That's what I kind of get at times in a project. But I think overall, I thought it was alright still.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I didn't particularly enjoy it, but I think, do you know what? It wasn't made for me, and it wasn't I think I just didn't get the Doja that I enjoyed. Because I liked her first project, and I thought that was a really good...
Amala, or the other one?
No, Planet Her, was it? I can't believe that's her name. I enjoyed so her first like mainstream sort of album. Planet. I want to say it's Planet Her,
Hot
but
Pink, maybe. Hot Pink, Planet Her, and Amala. Those are the three albums I know.
this girl's got busy. All right, well, I'm talking about Planet Her,
Yeah.
which was probably her introduction to everyone. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a good album. I just feel like here, I agree with you. I think she's trying a lot of things that, you know what, she's just not good at, and that's okay. Like, it's okay that you're not as good a rapper as maybe your contemporaries, and that's fine. I think someone said a lot of the girlies would rap circles around her, but that's fine. Like, what she's been able to create and the sound that she has works, and it works in her favor. So I don't really understand why she's gone down this lane. I hope whatever she wanted, she's got out of her system, and we don't have to do all of this again, because the lead up to it as well was just messy. It worked. She certainly caused a stir, and people's interest peaked, but I don't think it was worth it, especially when you consider the project we got, because now it was just like bleh, like you did all of that for nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it's a bit of a shame because if you look at all the female rappers, or women rappers, I kind of feel like the one that's closest to Nicki as far as style, versatility, and all round like appeal is probably her.
Yeah, 100%.
Not Lotto.
Big Lotto.
Yeah, but she's not as like acclaimed. She
Yeah.
had a good. She started really well, and I think she is quite versatile actually.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Doja's probably more talented and arguably closer in style, because Nicki does the weird like Doja literally blatantly ripped off the whole weird like
it's the flows that she can go
weird
to,
flows,
yeah.
weird like accents, rapping in different like kind of octaves. Like she's really good at doing that, Doja. I'm not gonna lie. Listen to this project, I was like, wow, you really know how to rap as a different person in every single song, and only Nicki can do that, really and truly. So it's a shame that she decided to do this, but in the same breath, hopefully she just learns that, look, let me just do both. Let me just collect the bag. I don't need to prove anything to the backpack rappers. And if she really does deep down feel like she is a rapper, then get some ghostwriters.
Please.
She's probably got some, but get some better ones, man.
Well, she's got all writing credits on this, and it sounds like it.
There's some people who wrote on it with her.
Oh, so what? I heard she had sole credits, or what does that mean?
I don't know, but there's definitely people who have written. Oh, as in like there's no features on there.
Well, there's that, or she has. Maybe it's that she has writing credits on every single song.
Yeah, she
But
would.
surely that'd be the case anyway.
Yeah, naturally, but there's definitely people, like I know people who have written on there with her, which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's just more so like, I don't know. Maybe she needs a rap feature on a song where she kind of can get that rap energy, because she doesn't know.
She needs to call
Big Levi.
Yeah, Big Levi, man. She needs to call Levi.
For real.
Because I think Levi will spin the whole block.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was alright. Like, second listen, I was like, yeah, this is not too bad. There's some good songs on here, but she does sound awkward at times. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what it was. It felt forced, and I think maybe she'll try this again. But at this point in her career, it's not the music she needs to be making. I can tell her that for free. That Agora Hills, that flow that
People are loving that one.
People are deaf. This is what I'll say.
I'm indifferent about that song. I'm just like, whatever.
I couldn't believe that flow she was trying.
There's one song that I listened to just on the way in, and I was like, this is unreal. But there's no rap on it. There's literally no rap. Often. I was like, wow, this sounds like a Cleo Soul song. she's just singing. And I didn't know she could do that.
Actually dropped something. I didn't listen to it. I should listen to
Yeah,
it.
she did actually.
But yeah. So did Nas.
Nas dropped.
You've not heard Magic Free?
Magic Free. I've heard Magic Free.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
That was hard. That was hard as
I've
bricks.
heard Magic Free.
After
yeah.
Magic 2, I was like, oh, it's getting a bit rocky.
Yeah.
But Magic 3 was like, oh, okay.
How does he keep doing it?
Magic.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
For real.
It's magic.
He really is him.
What else dropped?
Little Tekka dropped. You might.
Who?
He has a song called Ransom. I was really impressed by this album. So I
Why did you say who like that?
Little Tecca, like
Who?
no, he's good. He's good. He's from New York. And
What kind of bag is he in?
like that sound that came out in around 2017.
Little TJ sound maybe?
Yeah. All of that. So I was really impressed by the album. He's got a song with Kodak Black on there called Heaven and Earth, and he's got another song from that album which I really enjoyed. It was a good body of work. Like it was 45 minutes, if that. And he's got a strong fan base.
Fair enough.
I think he's just, when someone's just waiting for that song. He had Ransom, which blew up in around 2018, but I don't think he's had anything since then that's kind of like moved the needle per se. So I think he's got a few joints on here that can. Just be interested to see what happens with that sound or what happens with this album, if they push it or not. And we were supposed to get For All the Dogs this week, but you know how that man's moving.
yeah, they're back in the kennel.
Damn.
For real.
There you have it.
6th of October, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll probably...
very, very young.
Oh, you can get out
Oh,
of here.
really? What? 6th of October?
Mm.
What? Not the 29th of? Oh, okay. Well, we'll wait another. You'll see us when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There's not much else to say on that album and it potentially coming out.
Did you like the Scissor song?
No, oh my God, that was bad.
I thought it started off well. Then it was like, all right.
I like what you did on the back end with the months. I thought that was quite clever. Gave it a go.
Yeah.
You lie, or something like that.
I really like that.
But this nigga said whips and chains like an African... Like,
No,
what?
American slave. Nah, if you said African slave, that would be crazy.
I was... Yo! Who?
That's a bad bar.
That is
Whips and
horrendous.
chains like a dominatrix.
That was...
Brilliant. This one? Well, what is that?
What
What
is
is that?
You're half black. Be careful. Your
And the other half?
Your Mars side coming out, boy. That's a horrendous line.
Hey, man. All I'm gonna say is Drake needs to grow up, man.
Slime you
I really-
out. You're 36.
I really like him. He's one of my favorite artists ever, but he needs to grow up, bro. Like, this doesn't move me.
I knew
It
off
doesn't
rip
move
from the
me.
name of it. I was like, what are you talking about, man? I hope it doesn't go number one.
It's
But-
not going number one.
It's not going.
No, it's on poll 2.
It's on polls, but bro, it ain't going number one.
To be fair, that was a one. I listened to that once. I've never.
It'll
I don't.
drop dramatically.
I don't even. He shouldn't put it on the album. I don't know what he had to pay Scissor to do. She gave a good verse as well, like.
She was fine.
Yeah.
But he was talking
was
absolute was. And when he start, do you know how he starts by speaking on it? And he's like, "Some of you want to be taken care of. Shut the fuck up. The yapping is getting out of hand."
I don't know.
I think he was kind of talking facts. I ain't gonna lie, man.
No, man.
My
Some of you
expectations are
people-
low for this album. Boy.
He was just.
Some people just want to be micromanaged.
We don't tell them that. You think it, and then you do it.
Slam you.
You see? How is he supposed? He's a dumbass, man. Yeah, nah, it's embarrassing. That was a really bad song. No, I'm really bad, Tosh. But it wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination. He's capable of a lot more. But I say all this. There's a snippet with him and Yeet that he used for his Nautica outside excursion thing, and that sounded tip top. He could come on and ruin it, but Yeet was doing his thing on that.
I don't know who Yeet is, bro. I don't know.
Do you know? You must know at this point.
Me?
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Yeah,
It's that white dude, isn't it?
I think it's Latino, but yeah, let's have
Is
that.
he Latino?
I want
Or
to
is
say it.
Hey, I saw that clip of Yeet at Wireless. I said,
Hey, they went
The kids
crazy.
love him.
Oh yeah,
I don't know who Yeet is.
Yeet is the one that does that song where it's like,
he's not.
I'm up on the madness. I'm wondering the madness. I don't know what the fucking lyrics are, but you know what song it is.
Yeah, he's like you
Song's
know.
alright.
You know when they were saying, "Oh, this is mumble rap." He's mumble rap personified.
Oh, right.
I like that song. There's
Oh.
another one I like from him as well.
You don't exist. When he said that, and the crowd went crazy. Yeah, I respected it. That's when I was like, "Yeah, let's see what you got in the cupboard."
They remixed the song with that "You Belong Together" song. I feel like I'm gonna sad. That's hard. That is very hard. And they got
Yeah,
the Drewski dance in it. That's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Megan Thee Stallion looked great doing it. I'm gonna say that for free.
Give Tory Lanez 20 more years just for that video alone. 20 more. 20 more years.
She's oh wow. Listen, I can't speak too tough on that, but
You already know what you know.
you know the vibes.
You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Okay. So I guess, does anyone else have anything to say on music that dropped this weekend?
No, I can't think of anything else that came out. I'll listen to Clear Soul's album again, but
the
I wasn't in the
song,
right place for that.
the song "Rodents" by Crystal on
Shouts out to Crystal.
on Top Way. You know when she's rapping, brilliant song.
Yeah,
Brilliant
well
song.
done to her.
That's my pick for this week. But yeah,
Shouts out to
Don't
Crystal.
matter about where we're from.
Shouts out to.
How was my man texted? I'd have been like, this is a generational freestyle. Get off your phone.
Yeah, she went in. She went in. OVO.
Shang, Yang. What?
Yeah. She
Yeah,
went in still.
no. I'm glad she took her moment, because that season was arse. And
we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
it's yeah. But no, well done. And good choice. 100%. She did everything on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of music, I think that covers all the bases there. Final topic for this week is people who are doing things but they need to hang it up. I'm gonna start. Cristiano Ronaldo, fucking stop playing football. Oh, get out of that league.
Why was?
Did you see his goal yesterday? Honestly, I was at a restaurant.
What was that in the sky in the air?
It was
Was it like?
flares. You know when they put flares, that they love to do it at Milan and that.
This sounds racist.
Them
No, I'm
ones.
not gonna say it. I thought it was sand.
I can sell sand to an Arab.
Wow.
No offense. Not on a racist thing at all. I genuinely thought it was sand. And to be honest, Mendy couldn't see a thing.
I said,
How did he even know it went in?
who? I was at a restaurant, yeah, and I said, if I'm saying please, like, I can't stop laughing. Please, like, cool now. That's when you know I'm belly laughing. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Hey, I'll share it with
He
you now.
has to see it.
Yeah. This clip is insane. If I'm the referee, I'm cancelling the match.
So the visibility was just non-existent, and Ronaldo scored a goal,
I can't believe he accepted it.
and the goal was fine, and he celebrated. It was just weird because you just can't see where the ball is. You can't see where the net is.
This is the worst goal I've ever seen, and it's
It's in
just
Saudi, by the way. It's obviously
Oh, he's been paid.
yeah, man.
yeah. He's on
Sui,
200.
bro.
Yeah, he's on 200. He's on Sui.
That's what he's doing. Up.
Who was Emmanuel?
You can't even move to Saudi.
Nah, no chance. Would you?
No, I think,
No
especially
chance.
now that I don't drink anymore, I could probably hack it. The lifestyle there seems good.
I just wouldn't want to. I think I wouldn't want to leave all this behind, as rubbish as this country is.
I was about to say, man, get out of here if you can. If you, it's what you know. But I'm sending the goal with you now. Anyway, so imagine your visibility is poor. As I've just sent it to you, your visibility is poor as fuck, and the goalkeeper cannot see this goal, and he still counted it. Have some shame. I would have myself said, I'm not shooting, because I know he can't see it.
I will say this though. What if, from his perspective, he can see the goal and Mendy can see the goal? Because when you look at how far the camera is, it's quite hard to tell what the visibility is like on the actual pitch.
There's no way Mendy could see anything. I'm sorry. I can't.
It's mad,
To
isn't
go
it?
off and celebrate. If he went and did Sue, I would have thumped him if he was on my team.
You can't even tell if the ball was
That's
in the
a
net.
demon, bro.
Mendy can't. There's no way Mendy can see.
What is
There's absolutely no way.
Ronaldo's too far.
I'm surprised Ronaldo could see. He was just hoping and praying.
Ronaldo
What
loves
is
it.
that?
He just loves it.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
disgusting.
I want to compare.
There's but have some shame.
Nah, he has no shame.
That's-
He's never
that's
had any shame.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he hasn't. To be fair, that's nasty
That's
work.
sad, man.
That's sad, man.
That is sad, man.
That's why he is who he is, isn't it?
Yes, but also come on.
There was a point where he wasn't like this. Like he always had it in him, but I feel like the
It
super
happened at-
ego developed towards the end of his Real Madrid time. Something happened.
Nah,
where,
it was
like,
it was Juve, I think.
yeah, probably. He just became a little bit more just weird, didn't it?
Well, Juve bought him to win the Champions League. He didn't help him do that.
Nah, that wasn't there. No one's gonna help them in the Champions League, boy. There's bigger problems than Ronaldo.
For real.
Well,
But-
it was a problem.
Yeah, that goal was embarrassing. And
Who else
This-
needs to hang it up?
Giggs.
Damn.
I'm sorry to say.
The landlord. How old is he? Diddy's album's apparently pretty good.
Yeah, it was
Did
good.
he? Oh, did he?
I've not listened to it.
It
Oh,
was
it's brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he really
it's
did his
really
thing.
brilliant.
I'll listen to it. on the way
New
home.
York, stand up.
Yeah, man.
Get your Tim's on.
Get your Timbs on, whatever you have to.
However, I didn't like he's basically mimicking Mace.
Oh, what song?
What flow?
Yeah, but it didn't feel right because you need Mace to give.
Mace
that-
is the only one that can do that.
yeah.
Who hot, who not? Tell me who right, who
What,
sell out in the store.
Tried to do it.
He tried,
No.
and it
That's-
was, you know what, it was a decent attempt. However, you know that's
Drake
not
did it
No,
on Worst Behavior.
no.
Yeah, he did actually.
He took the bars, but it's
Oh no, he did the flow as well.
Who not? Tell me. Who
Yeah, but
right.
you know that's Drake. You don't know that's Mace.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if I showed you if I gave you the Mace track,
Is it like that?
This album.
you probably be like, oh, what is this guy
that's
copying
the
Drake?
only- That's my biggest gripe.
So
But he ain't dropped in I don't know how long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. But
My man said hello, good morning, and left. that's a crazy exit.
Last Train to Paris.
Um,
that was a good album.
But
no, but then there was the other track with Pharrell. I forgot the name of the song, but yeah, that song was decent. But no, this track was, this album collectively was awesome.
Do you know who needs to hang it up?
50.
Adam Deacon.
Deacon.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, the actor.
Yeah.
Some other.
Those movies. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna be the big. The hate in the room.
Some other.
They're holding us back.
Hey, listen.
I know everyone's excited about it. I'm not.
But
How did
I'm
they
not.
get Ed Sheeran?
As a crackhead.
He just does what. And then Jeremy Corbyn's in it as well.
Jeremy Corbyn as well.
Nah, when I saw that, I said, I have to at least see what these men are doing.
I might have to hate watch it.
Oh, 100%. But like,
You know what? There's one guy from Chafford. He's in the film. He said he's in the film. That's how I know about the film. But
Okay.
other than that, nah, man.
I saw the trailer. and
I've got to see what. Like, how did you get Ed
I'm
Sheeran
watching
to
that at
agree to be a?
Christmas.
How did you get Ed Sheeran to be a crackhead? I'm fascinated. How do you handle
How did
this?
you get Ashadi to be a crackhead?
I suppose.
Yeah.
He's never fading.
Smoking that.
Looking at you, look at Jamaican.
Look at Jamaican. That's a crazy bar. That's why our parents hated. Well, I said hated. They were like, "Nah, you gotta."
Come on, worship the devil. Red is my bed color. Turn that song off immediately.
No, I've never said that. I've never said that, but any place I go, any rave,
It's
any-
on mute.
even at a wedding, like we were at a wedding recently. Shouts to Emmanuel. Congratulations to you.
namesake in that.
Shouts out.
Yeah. This is Israel's brother. So basically,
Oh, of course.
we were there, and you saw the divide of like ages because they didn't know Power 2004.
Of course.
So then we were there, killer, real niggas know the deal. We were singing the whole bars.
You can suck your.
Wash the
Fair
wash
enough.
the devil. Red is my best color. We never said that bar. We never said that. You heard silence.
You lot are
The
so
host was like, "Yeah, man, I'm alright." Then the
Bring
next
it back
bit,
to it.
Oh yeah.
Romeo did his thing on that song though. That is an
Don't
incredible.
give me no
verse.
deadline.
Give it some more time.
Give me
29 seconds to wrap this rhyme.
Other MCs
wait
wait
in
in
line.
line. Nah, that's mad.
Yo,
That song's generational. I'm sorry.
Oh
That
God.
song is generational.
Do
Oh
you,
my
and
days.
you might already know this, but all of their verses are exactly
21
21 seconds.
seconds.
Give me some more time.
2 multiplied by 10 plus 1.
Romeo
done.
done.
I'm sorry. That is generational.
That's incredible.
That's
That's
absolutely
elite, man. That is. I actually cannot believe that happened. Incredible. We're supposed to talk about people who hung out, and we were just giving Romeo his file. I don't know what he's doing at the moment, but Romeo, please, that was an incredible verse. People really hyped at Harvey's at the time. I was like, are we listening to the same song?
Romeo's verse was the one. I'm sorry.
Even what's her name? Homegirl.
Not Miss Dan, man. The
Nah,
other lady.
I don't-
What her name is.
I forgot her name. But yeah, no.
20, cause I got 21 seconds.
to go.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, what an incredible song. And you're right, Generational doesn't even cover it. But all right, I think for this week, let's music.
Yeah, as I said, what's her name? Thing in it. Yeah, Crystal Rodents. I think that's a great song.
Yeah.
Great song.
I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. Go for something different. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication.
California.
Hey, yo, them man are talking.
That's a tune.
Smack on there.
Is it?
It sounds very like anti-establishment.
That's one of my favorite videos.
Really, that video is, and you,
I just loved it. I don't know
but
why.
you
Growing
don't
up.
like the video for Heat.
That was a terrible video.
But it's the same thing.
I know it is. I don't know. I just felt like Heat was just a bit like shit. Whereas I don't know. I just like. I was a kid when I watched.
Yeah,
it,
fair
growing up.
enough.
don't
I mean, it
really
came
have
out in
any-
999.
I had no concept to why I liked it. I just liked it. I'm going to pick Normal by Scraps.
Oh man,
Scraps the one and only. What, you didn't like it?
Boom.
it's it's a start
Boom.
that really.
Where you at? When you drop it? Where,
How many tracks?
how many tracks? Where's Nines?
It's like these are not. No one's asked. No one has.
No
one has asked these questions.
Nah, song's hard, bro.
I don't know. I'm saying it's a good song, but I
Well,
just.
again at the beginning you don't like.
Oh
it.
yeah, it was
I thought it
it was a bit jarring, but yeah, no, the song is good. He's very talented as well. Again, one of those people that you wish dropped more.
Yeah, but you know the road life and all that. Boom.
It's hard. It's hard. All right, Made In Chafford podcast episode 209. Peace.